First topic. I want to talk about MoviePass. I've had MoviePass since April of this year, and it's something that I am very happy to have. I love MoviePass, and people made fun of it in the summer because it's just hemorrhaging money at this point. Well, at that point, it's even worse now. But yeah, it's something that I think... I did write an article about it on loudandopinionated.com. I never published it, but this is something that I thought was revolutionary for moviegoing. I'm someone who loves to go to movies, and I'm fortunate enough that where I live, that movie tickets aren't incredibly expensive. And I used to go to them a lot because I've always got to see when the new superhero movies come out. Ashley, she loves movies just as much as I do, so it's always a good date night for us to go out to the movies and have, a couple drinks and some popcorn and watch a movie. So MoviePass was a no-brainer for me to get because it's a very simple premise. You pay $10 a month, you go see movies, have a great time. Granted, I spent, I think, $90 for the whole year, so I still got this baby until April of next year, so I'm going to ride it out to the bitter end. But yeah, I've had no problems with it the whole time I've had it. Even when all this stuff was happening in the summer and all the weird Uber-type surge pricing that they had, I live in a market that's not like LA or New York or one of these really big cities like that, so I didn't run into those issues. It was just fine until last Friday night. The missus, even I use terms like that, like missus, the old lady, those old-fashioned terms, as if we're married. We're not. Someday we will be, but I feel married already, and I love her to death. I want her to know that, because I know she doesn't listen, but in the off chance that somebody, like one of her friends does listen to this, it's not a bad thing. I love her very much. So her and I, Ashley, are going to see... We wanted to go see Overlord. We saw the trailers, heard good things. I actually have a review of that movie up on loudandopinionated.com. Drinking game. However many times I say loudandopinionated.com. You're trashed. I'm not even 10 minutes into this show, and you're probably already just completely and utterly wasted. Want to go see Overlord, and obviously we're going to use the MoviePass. Why buy a movie ticket? I got the MoviePass. Easy enough. And the theater that we like to go to actually had e-ticketing. It's the only theater that I know of where I live that actually has, you can pre-order tickets and do the e-ticketing thing. I don't see that in any other theaters that we went to, and we've used it at other places. It works. It's just I don't like that idea that I could try and go to a movie, use the MoviePass, and they'd be sold out or something. So I love the idea of e-ticketing. So both get our tickets, we're good to go. We show up at the venue, ready to go see the movie. Now, I think this is where we messed up. I think we didn't plan accordingly to think, oh yeah, there's a Harry Potter movie coming out, and a lot of people like that movie, her included, which was amazing that I convinced her to go see Overlord instead of this. I think it's mostly because somebody could probably tell me if this is true or not, in some way, shape, or form, that the MoviePass hadn't been working opening night for some movies recently. I couldn't get to Bohemian Rhapsody. It worked for Halloween, but it did not work for Bohemian Rhapsody, and it did not work for Overlord on opening weekend. And I'm almost positive that it wasn't going to work for Crimes of Grindelwald. So I guess we didn't think ahead for that because the app itself was just not working. It was having some real tough times with everything. So I was actually able to sign in and get my ticket, no problem. Ashley, on the other hand, when she signed in, first it said that she had no reservation, even though she had already got the seat, had the reservation. Then it proceeded to just lag and freeze. It wouldn't do anything. She had signed in and it just stuck there. It was like frozen. Couldn't get any access to what she was trying to do, and thankfully we got there early enough because the theater we go to, Flicks Brewhouse, I mentioned them on my YouTube channel. I love that theater. They have a very strict no late entry. So if you're 5 minutes late to the movie, that's tough, man. You gotta get there early, which I've never had a problem being late to a movie. I don't understand how people can be. You dedicate the time to see this movie. How can you be late? So anyway, she's on the app. It continues to lag, no problems. I've already gotten my ticket. So now she looks at me and says, okay, let me sign into the app on your phone. Fine, sure. I log out, log her in. What happens? Same exact story. different phone. She couldn't get into her account, which at this point, as much as I wanted to see Overlord, I was like, let's just go home. I'll bite the bullet and not be able to see it, because if you have MoviePass, if you go and see a movie with it, you can't see it again. I was like, I'll just bite the bullet and it's fine. It's not a big deal. I love her to death. Ashley is very stubborn and she's very motivated, and she wanted to see this movie. And I think it was also the thing where she was like, she wasn't going to let this app defeat her. Like, she was not going to let the jankiness of the MoviePass app get in her way of having a good time, which is respectful. I mean, I would have done the same thing. It's admirable. So it continues to lag and lag and lag. Still couldn't get any login. So then eventually she just gives up and buys another ticket, and we go see the movie. Granted, luckily, everybody else was going to see Crimes of Grindelwald, so she was able to get a seat next to me. Meanwhile, it was actually really funny because I looked to the other side that she would be sitting on, and it's an empty seat. And we're like, yeah, because she bought the seat. But that's the whole point of this story is what's going to happen to MoviePass, because they've already had several issues, and I love MoviePass for what they've done, where they've made going to the movies easier and more fun, and there's a nice little feeling of reassurance where it's like, I don't have to spend this much money on a ticket, really make a decision on whether or not I want to have snacks throughout the movie. Where this was like, I have already paid for this movie. I'm going to indulge, get a beer, get some popcorn, have a grand old time. But when you make mistakes like this, colossal mistakes, and this isn't the first time we've had these issues. It's been well reported of issues like this. You got to wonder how much longer MoviePass is going to be around. Maybe it was the fact that there was a lot of people going to this movie that were having MoviePass and using it, and maybe that was clogging the bandwidth and not making MoviePass accessible for her. You could probably find, 3 or 4 more excuses for that. But when you are a failing company like MoviePass is, you cannot do this to the loyal members that you have, that still use your product, that are keeping you afloat. You cannot make those mistakes. This is something that should have been completely avoided, or could be completely avoided. Again, you can make this argument that it's an app, it's technology, these things happen. The simple fact that you made her pay in it for a ticket because you couldn't figure it out, and the app actually worked, but when she did it again, because this is just who she is, she could not, again, let them get the better of her, so she checks the app when we get out of the movie. Sure enough, the app works just fine. So she just wasted money on a movie ticket that she shouldn't have had to buy. Now, the movie was great. I don't mind giving them the box office numbers. I mean, we would have anyway, but man, you can't survive this way. And I understand they've been through a lot, and I am supporting a dying brand. I totally get that. But wouldn't you think, if you're desperately trying to stay relevant and stay alive, don't you think that you would have a lot better maintenance on your app and have better customer service with this app? Because, I mean, what else are they going to say to you? They can't refund you the money. You already put money into the product, right? They can't give you a credit, like $15 credit to go spend on a movie. It doesn't work that way. That's the worst part. I think the real tragedy of this first world problem is that there's really no way to remedy this situation. She just has to bite the bullet and go about her day, which I feel like most other companies wouldn't have this problem, but because of the nature of the beast, the nature of how they do business, it's sorry, see you later. There's really nothing else they can do. And that just begs me the question. It's not a matter of if MoviePass will die, it's a matter of when. When will this company finally go under? That's my big takeaway from what happened with Overlord. Now, it might seem like I'm just going to keep trashing MoviePass. Look, I still love MoviePass. I'm so thankful for giving me hours and hours of entertainment. I think I've seen, I want to say 11 or 12 movies with MoviePass. I think the last time I spent money, like I actually bought a ticket, was for Deadpool. I think because I'd already seen that once with the MoviePass. I still do love this product. I mean, granted, I had no problems. I was still able to get in just fine. But when will this happen? And I think this is going to happen very soon. I think it's going to happen before the summer. I think right before, Avengers hits and all the summer blockbusters, I think it's going to die out before that. It sucks. It really does, because like I said, it provided a great service until the last time that was used. And now I want to spend the rest of this time during this topic, while I'm very angry with that, and I know it's going to die soon. It's like when your dog gets old, when your dog gets up there like 14 or 15, you'll love them to death, and you're going to be there forever, and you're going to hold out to the bitter end, but you know it's coming, so you're kind of already going through the 5 stages of grief. I've been going through the 5 stages of grief of MoviePass since July. I think I'm ready to move on. So now I want to give a swan song, like a eulogy for MoviePass. It's not dead yet, I know, but I want to give a little eulogy for it. I don't think, as a society, we were ready for what MoviePass was going to provide. A simple fee, something easy to access. $10 a month. Unlimited movie viewings once every 24 hours. Granted, it's changed. I think they changed it to 3 movies a month, which I think they did to me last I checked. Something so simple, something so easy. I don't think we were ready for that. I think we were still accustomed to spending the ticket prices and going to see these movies. And for the most part, when movies go to theaters, they are worth it. I'm currently writing my best movies of 2018 for loudandopinionated.com. Take a shot. And I gotta tell you, it's getting harder and harder. There's so many good movies out there. And you know why those movies are possible? Because of MoviePass. It was something for movie lovers, for movie buffs. This was a product made for a guy like me who loves having that experience, seeing the big screen, feeling the sounds and the sights, to everything to behold. And now, more recently, getting a beer. Dude, we live in a great time to go see movies. Now we live in an era where it is commonplace for you to have a leather recliner and a beer. If that doesn't make you proud to be an American, to partake in this events of movies with a beer, some popcorn. Dude, you could order a whole freaking pizza if you want to. And MoviePass made it possible to say, you know what? I didn't spend money on a movie ticket, so you know what I'm going to do? I am going to buy that pizza. I am going to get those pretzels. I am going to get that hot dog. I will have another beer. Actually, yeah, Ashley's driving. I'm going to have another beer. MoviePass did a great thing for us. It provided a great service up until last week. But they provided something that I think a lot of moviegoers wanted and movie buffs want. And it keeps showing and it keeps shining through, because you're seeing AMC with their AMC Movie Club, where it's like, I think it's $20 a month. You can see 3 movies a week. You get all these extra bonus awards. More and more you're seeing Alamo Drafthouse is doing it. You're seeing more and more theaters provide a MoviePass style service. It's like I mentioned streaming services last episode. This is what that is. They are the Netflix of subscriptions to go see movies. At the end of the day, I think this will be the new norm. It's already starting to happen that way. I think, yes, there will be people that aren't like me and don't see 3 or 4 movies a month because they love them. They might just go, they're casual moviegoers, so they'll go see it with their wife or husband or whatever. Maybe take the kids out to go see the new Pixar movie or Disney movie. Not The Grinch. It's a whole other thing, but I haven't even seen the movie, and I can already tell I'm not going to enjoy it. It's just whatever it is about Illumination Studios, that company. I think they do great. They provide a great service to children, and with their target demo, they do a great job. Me, I can't take it. I've seen The Secret Life of Pets way too many times. I'm getting off on a tangent. MoviePass, I'm thankful for the time I had with it. And I'm going to end up probably doing the AMC thing, mostly because I don't believe I live by an Alamo Drafthouse, which is tragic, but I think I'm going to go more towards the AMC route. And I mean, it's $20 is a little steep. If there's a yearly subscription, I'll definitely do that. That's the thing I think I loved most about MoviePass, was I spent the $90 one time, didn't have to worry about it again. I will miss MoviePass. I will.